what you talking about. There's no something else with that. That's what she said. She said, say less. Say less. 'Cause you already got me, baby. Say less. Say less. Talking's only slowing us down. Say less.
I'm a gentleman, baby, and a dog with a bite. I just wanna nibble on your night. So sentimental when I step.
It can hold over 82,000 fans, and every one of those seats is filled for this one, as our coverage of the NFL brings us to MetLife Stadium. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And away we go from East Rutherford. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Throwing on their first play. And what a way to get this one started, but his deep shot falls incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call.
Here we go. Here we go.
He'll look to throw. Buying some time left. Now he's going to fire it deep left. Big game downfield. And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
First and 10 at the 11-yard line. 70 Timberwolves. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Working inside the red zone. Cut near the goal line. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Come on, set. 60 Eagles.
Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost him 5 yards. All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Set. Stop below 18. 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
He'll throw it yet again. Can't get it to him. Incomplete. Trying to find his tight end. So that brings them to 3rd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
3rd down from the gun. Has it in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Back to throw, needing a 1st. And he will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants finish up an excellent opening series. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. What an outstanding opening series, partner. They just wore down that defense as they marched their way to the end zone.
Yeah, it took a whole bunch of that opening script to find a touchdown, but it showed just how well designed that script was. It was the right sequence of plays to keep that ball moving and find the end zone, getting your offense established in its top gear right here early on.
Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Lamar off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
Normally, when we say somebody's on skates, we're talking about that offensive lineman, right, driven right back to the quarterback. But I think it's applicable for the entire offense to be on skates. 2 plays, 2 negative plays. Got to find something positive here on 3rd down.
Here he is on 3rd and long. It's tipped away and he's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then we like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He has it at the 22. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That's going to be a highlight there, a 68-yard punt. And it'll be Giants football. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10.
Here we go, Shaq.
Now he'll throw off the play fake. Catch is made down the right sideline. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's again at 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Ready? Get up.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
Get up. Check up.
Going right back to Mostert. And he will take it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Gano for the PAT. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Man in motion, out of the slot. Play fake, Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprised. Falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Throwing again is Lamar. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So that brings up 4th and long. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Street, let's go now. Go.
First play of the drive. Here's Mostert. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. We're a quarter. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll have it 2nd and 8.
Viking 18. Go check.
They'll go again with Mostert. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
I think it's fair to say, and the eye in the sky didn't lie, without that ball being tipped, we are looking at the big game. A missed opportunity to push their offense, and a great play on the other side to deny the throw.
Begins his return at the 16. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. That one scored as a massive 67-yard effort. And the Ravens will go on offense. Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Not enough on this throw, it hits the turf instead of his man. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's gonna be 3rd and long. Now here's Lamar. Got his target. It's Hill. And it's a nice game, but still not enough for the first. Offense up to the line fast. Trying to push this past the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
4th down, pressure on him. He was not backing down for a second. Nice effort to carry the rock. More importantly for his offense to get a 1st down.
Play action now with Jackson. Throw right side is caught by Hopkins. This is ahead for about 5. Drew Phillips making the tackle.
That's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
They send a receiver in motion right. This is Henry on 2nd. And he's brought down for a loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, and instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Now Jackson off the play action. He rolls to his right. He'll make a pick. The ball is loose. And it's picked out by the Giants. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. Well, they're going to face 4th down now, Brock, but hey, could be a whole lot worse. Very nearly a turnover there until that sideline saved him.
Yeah, even if this drive is coming to an end, they'll get to do so now, Kate, on their own terms. Get that punter out there and hopefully give their defense a much better field position to defend from.
And it falls incomplete. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43.
Go! 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They send a man in motion. Shotgun handoff for Mostert. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And look at the footwork there. Touchdown! The Giants boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Gano for the PAT. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, Jackson to pass. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And what a hit there. Ouch, she pays the price for moving the chains that time.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
On first down, Jackson finds the in route complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No, we changed it.
Lamar throwing again. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Jackson yet again. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, we chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on fourth. And again, it's Jackson. He finds him beyond the marker. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens chop some of the lead off before the half. There sure was a lot of trust on that play, Brock, and he proved worthy of it with that end result.
Yeah, good old receiver. Someone who just knows how to get it into the end zone is worth his weight in gold to a QB. And on that throw, there was trust there that he had a shot to find pay dirt.
Lamar out of the pistol. And the pass is successful. That's a little momentum builder as they attack this deficit. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. Trying to throw here out of the gun. He's on the move. Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half. Well, he didn't like what he saw from the pocket, Brock, so he kicked it outright. Coverage did a great job, though, never letting up, and they were there to pick him off.
Yeah, as a QB, you're just trying to buy a little time, break that defense down. But you know how you could tell a well-coached defense? When that QB rolls right, the coverage rolls right with him, flows right with him. So whether he threw it from the pocket or near the sideline in that case, I think we were in store for a similar result.
Back to throw it. And this one falls incomplete, so we're down to 4 seconds, and we'd assume our final snap. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver, and it sets up second down. Here comes the final play of our first half. They put Flowers in motion right. Not taking any risks here, keeping this one on the ground. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So we finished 2 quarters, a couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Gano ready to send this away. On the return, here comes Justice Hill. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Pressure coming, it's Jackson. Into the hands of Likely. And he's out of bounds past midfield. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Third quarter starts with a run from Henry. And they will score. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. He saw that running lane pretty early. You could tell. A quick burst got him to it, through it, and then into a foot race down the field.
And there's the challenge defensively. With a group that has this much speed and athleticism, you're late for just a second. You lose your eyes for just a second, Kate, and he is gone once you touch the second level.
Jackson throwing for it. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. And just like that, we're back to a 1-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. And well, in the past, we wouldn't have batted an eye as it sails over the end zone, Brock. But with our new kickoff rules in place, that's going to cost them. The football's coming all the way out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Forced out to his right. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. And the Ravens are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, Brock, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception right there.
We know that no lead in this league is safe ever, ever, ever. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. They all seemingly come down to the final possession anyway. And with a whole half of football left, you just can't give away too many possessions like that.
Slot man motioned over. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long way.
And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right? You watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six, yeah, it stinks for the offense. But that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
And they will score. Touchdown, New York. The Giants parlay the interception into points. His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. Gano ready to send this away. From his own end zone, here we go. A big hit there. He's not even going to make it back to the 20. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Gets this one to Andrews. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. First down, here's Lamar. Oh, he got free. This has been a trend, yet another interception. Picked off by Tyler Newman. And the Giants take over on his 5th interception of the season. Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Fakes the handoff, now to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out. Now keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. He's got it at the 5. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
Let's go
Now they'll throw out of the gun. And he scores. It's a New York touchdown. The Giants pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Malik Neighbors with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Giants stretch their lead to 21. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That tackle made by the rookie from Penn State.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part, or maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Looks like a pickup of 2, and now they've got 3rd and 10.
Hey, middle.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away.
The Giants take over first down 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The drive begins with a run for Mostert. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
They go play action on 1st. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. He has the New York touchdown. Gano for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants grow their lead yet again. Gano ready to send this away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. The drive begins with Henry. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here. Tight end going in motion here. Chased out to his right. And he can't escape this one. They get to him for a nice exclamation point to end this 3rd quarter. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Ravens football, and they'll look for some points here, but might just be too little too late in a lopsided 4th quarter. 5 men in the secondary for the G-men now ahead of 3rd down. Lamar now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2 and 3rd downs critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, the coach wants to see them convert those.
Desperation time here on 4th. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs.
50% hit rate on 4th down, while not horrible, to me signifies something even more important, Kate, and that's that this offense is going to continue to be aggressive. It's been their mindset throughout, and I don't think it's going to change anytime soon.
And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Setting up a throw. Finds Hyatt. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Good for the New York Giants.
From the red zone now. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens have it now on his 8th pick of the year.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Lamar back to throw. He'll check this one down, complete to the fullback. And he's up across the 20 before going out of bounds. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down. Lamar off the play fake. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
Got his target. It's Hill. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. From the gun, Jackson got him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And it's picked out by the Giants. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Giants keep running away with this. Gano for the PAT. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. Now, I'd say some frustrations at the deficit bleeding over onto the field as they get rung up for the personal foul.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. Frustration and emotion, right? You got to play with emotion, but you can't let emotion play you. And especially when you're digging out of a hole like they are.
And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. The defender there. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the one he was looking for. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Blitz coming here. Jackson. That one complete to Hopkins. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He stays up. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Ravens just want to get out of here with how this one is gone. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Jackson's going to throw again. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively. Right? We love receivers that can run. That was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
Complete beyond the marker. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. Clock working against them here as they hurry to that line.
Hey, Ozzie, sit up. Report. Hey, Ozzie, sit up.
Another try following the sack. He's got Andrews. They get to him, and he loses the football. It's out. And that bounces out before anyone can make a recovery. They're going to have this one inside the 10. They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Hey, Chuck. Hey, report. Go. Out here. Hey.
Here's Lamar. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with the touchdown. The Ravens making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
That one splits the uprights. And the Ravens cut the lead down to a more manageable 28 points. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he got all of that one, that's for sure. But with our new kickoff rules in play this year, that means the football's going to be spotted at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Here we go, set.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. Throwing on the run, deep down that left. That's grabbed inside the 30. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Giants will have a 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. This one misses the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quarterbacks, well, they're a lot like sharpshooters in the NBA. Sometimes they're just going to miss. You got to shake it off and keep on firing.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down.
Track at 60. Ready.
Back to throw. This one's caught. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. The Giants using their 1st timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bob, go!
3rd down from the gun. From the pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Timeout called, and that's going to be the second for New York. And they'll have just one left to burn now.
You're just not going to win many games in this league when you can't generate a pass rush until the fourth quarter. You needed to feel the impact from this defense earlier and more often in this game. The lack thereof was a big part of what's put them playing from behind in the final stanza of this one.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Fits it through the middle. Continuing to move past the 45. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. Picked up by Deonte Banks. This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Let's go. Ready?
Play action on 1st down. He sends this one to the end zone. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. So they decided, hey,